Just weeks after Washington claimed it was working to de-escalate tensions in West Asia, a single podcast remark has set off a diplomatic firestorm across the Arab and Muslim world. In a February 2026 interview of Tucker Carlson, U.S. Ambassador to Israel Mike Huckabee suggested Israel may have a biblical right to territory stretching from the Nile to the Euphrates, and added that it would be fine if they took it all. Even though Huckabee later called the comment hyperbolic, the damage was done, because in a region already on edge, words matter. What exactly was said? Huckabee's reference wasn't casual geography. The phrase Nile to Euphrates evokes a maximalist biblical vision, one that if taken literally includes parts of modern-day Egypt, Jordan, Syria, Lebanon, Iraq, and Saudi Arabia. That is not just about Israel and Palestine. That touches the sovereignty of half the Arab world. And within days, more than a dozen Arab and Muslim-majority countries, along with regional bodies like the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, the Arab League, and the Gulf Cooperation Council, issued coordinated condemnation. They called the remarks a violation of international law, the UN Charter, and regional sovereignty. At the heart of this diplomatic backlash is Saudi Arabia. Riyadh positions itself as the de facto leader of the Sunni Arab world, not just because of oil wealth, but because it is custodian of Islam's holiest sites in Mecca and Medina. It has also pushed the Arab Peace Initiative, tying normalization with Israel to the creation of a Palestinian state. Now here's the key tension. If Washington appears to endorse Israeli territorial expansion, especially over the West Bank, it directly undermines Saudi Arabia's leverage. Because Saudi normalization with Israel was always conditional, recognition in exchange for Palestinian statehood. If the US signals unconditional backing for Israeli expansionist rhetoric, Saudi Arabia looks sidelined. It risks appearing unable to influence its most powerful ally on the core Arab issue, Palestine. And in Middle Eastern diplomacy, perception is power. Now consider this carefully. If US rhetoric appears to validate Israeli expansion, Iran gains powerful propaganda ammunition. It reinforces Tehran's narrative that diplomacy with Washington cannot be trusted. At the same time, however, stronger Israeli consolidation, especially with US backing, threatens Iran's strategic depth in Syria and Lebanon. Supply lines could be disrupted, regional tensions could escalate, and Iran, already under economic sanctions, could face strategic strain. So the remarks do two things at once. They strengthen Iran's narrative, but they also empower its chief adversary.
Subscribe to One India and never miss an update. Download the One India app now.